Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic and we're playing HAKTOS Midrange today. But before we get into the deck here, a quick thank you to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video. So I've seen about 50 ads for this game but still hadn't tried it until now, and honestly I was totally missing out. This is super fun turn-based RPG game. It's free to play. You can cross between your mobile and PC, so I've actually started playing it during my slower Magic games. It's kind of a mix between Diablo and Octopath Traveler, and it has a lot more strategy to it than I was expecting. I definitely recommend trying it out. If you click the link down below, you'll get 50,000 silver and a free epic champion. You've at least got to check out the opening cutscene because it is hilarious and very well done. Thank you again to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring today's video. Let's go ahead and jump right into this deck here. So HAKTOS, the Unscarred, really fun card in this new set that I really wasn't sure what to expect with it, if it was going to be good or bad, because so when it enters the battlefield, it has to attack each combat first off. When it enters the battlefield, or as it enters the battlefield, that's important, choose 2, 3, or 4 at random. HAKTOS has protection from each converted mana cost other than the chosen number, and so really weird card ultimately, but super fun. So it is a little bit weird. So 2, 3, and 4 are the main mana costs that removal falls under. It's either going to be 2, 3, or 4, and so you're kind of just gambling to see if they happen to have the removal spell that's in that converted mana cost. I've won so many games because they just don't have it. There's so many times that they just don't have it. So HAKTOS comes out, sometimes it's kind of a flop, but for the most part, it's really powerful. People can't do anything about it. And the best thing too is you may even get people, the turn it comes out, it's still a blocker. It's a 6/1 blocker with protection from pretty much everything. So if someone is swinging in, you will also be able to stop a lot of damage with it. And so it's actually a very powerful card, and we built the rest of the deck kind of around it. I was wanting to go with just kind of a Boros mid-range, and it really turned into something with HAKTOS in here. But a couple of really fun synergies that are in here. Gideon Blackblade, Heliod, not playing the whole life linking side of things as much, just his ability of being able to pay 2 to turn our big creatures into life linkers. It's really powerful, might as well do it. It is a little bit weird with HAKTOS because unless the chosen number is 3, we can't actually give him lifelink. We can't actually put counters onto him with Heliod. But whenever it is 3, we got that turned on, and so there is a third of our chance, a 33% chance that we're going to hit that, and so it's pretty sweet. Same thing with a Cronin War. So the very last, so this is, first off, you gain control of target creature for as long as it remains on the battlefield. Oftentimes, this is getting a good blocker for us. Either we're swinging in for a lot of damage. Unfortunately, it doesn't untap and give them haste like your typical red gain control of spells. But until your next turn, creatures your opponents control attack each combat if able. We can just hold up a bunch of our blockers, kind of kill them there. So some powerful stuff there. And then the third part of this, each tap creature deals damage to itself equal to its power. Well, HAKTOS, unless he chose a 4, he can't do damage to himself. He's protected from himself. At least I believe that's how it works. And so because this says each tap creature deals damage to itself equals to its power, HAKTOS won't actually be able to do damage. Like, he'll try to, but he can't. He's protected from from himself, basically. So he's like trying to stab himself and can't do it, basically. So I thought that was pretty fun flavor wise. Otherwise, we just have a bunch of fun stuff in here. Annex is really good with HAKTOS. Bonecrusher Giant, just amazing in here. We needed some extra 2-drop stuff that was still kind of mid-rangey in feel in here. We are really light in removal early game. I have Giant Killers in here. I have Bonecrusher Giant. Heliod's protection really isn't good until turn 4, pretty much. But then we have tons of Shadow, tons of really good removal in 3, 4, and 5 drops. We have Shadow the Sky, destroys everything. We draw lots of cards because we can give stuff indestructible. It does destroy our HAKTOS unless we can give stuff indestructible with that. But we also, Annex will be able to bring a lot of stuff back, and if we do find our Perforos, we can start swinging in. Elspeth Conquers Death, great for removal here. Exiles any target permanent, an opponent controls with converted mana cost 3 or higher. The converted mana cost 3 or higher has hurt me at times, but being able to pull stuff back from the graveyard is great. Realm Cloak Giant, just amazing in here. It's great with Perforos. I initially had 2 copies of Perforos in here, and I went down to kind of fill out the early game a little bit more, and so we'll see how much we miss it. But being able to get us a I either pay 3 and get a 7/7 on the battlefield to swing in with. You can only do that, I believe, if it's in your hand. So if it's in the exile zone, you can't do that. But that is a great way to finish games, just kind of throwing in a 7/7 out of nowhere. So ultimately, this card works really well with the deck. I'm really impressed with how this is shaping out. Heliod's Intervention, great for removal in this format as well, where you can just kind of almost a board wipe for 5 mana, except only one-sided again. So we have a lot of kind of one-sided board wipe potential in this deck. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into the gameplay, see how it does for us, and wish me luck. Up against the poor. I kind of feel bad. What happens if you just beat the poor? We have a really weird deck here too, where we're gonna typically have just like 3 drops in our hand. If we're on the play, I found that's not too bad, and so this is actually pretty good here. I kind of want double red for the HAKTOS, but let's pass the turn. We'll just go for white so we can turn on it in Castle Ardenvale. We can bring it in untapped, but Bonecrusher Giant would be nice. Vampire of Dire Moon. All right, Vampire's coming out. Frightening. Okay, grab Plains, play Mountain. Tybalt is actually pretty good here. Tybalt's great for 3-drop as well. We can trade off with the Dire Moon pretty easily. Oh, this is going to be Vraska. We're going to go ahead and let this hit. If they don't play anything else, then we'll just shock it, but see if we can get something better. That's good to hit. Those end up doing quite a bit of damage over time. Smack that. Guess I should have waited until he decided with lands in case it affected it at all, but whatever. Gideon's pretty good. Let's get out Tybalt first. Being able to turn off their life gain will be pretty nice here. We already have seen a few things for life gain. And this is the whole point of Tybalt being the deck. I have 2 copies just because Heliod's deck is insane, and I definitely think it should be added into most decks because it's just powerful. Murderous Rider. This deck's going to have a lot of lifelink. Board wipes will help against it. We're going to go ahead and just get rid of a Death Toucher while we can. Keep our Gideon Blackblade a little bit safer, which I love with Heliod as well. Do I want to bring out Bonecrusher Giant is the question. Because I can give this lifelink on the next turn, and so it may be better. If they do have target removal, which they typically do in the early game, it'll do more damage to them. So we'll see how this goes. Play Crafter. All right, so I'd rather this die than Gideon, so that's good. And we got another one. Take up.
I will defend the weak at every
0.
opportunity.
I need to have as much early game removal as I can, especially if I'm not hitting my land. So I'm not playing Bonecrusher Giant. I want to utilize this part of it. Okay, they get rid of my Gideon. It gets exiled. Boo hiss. Do I want to just play Bonecrusher Giant out here? We need to have removal. I don't have any board wipes. The Cronin War will be pretty nice against some stuff. Let's go ahead and play it out. Pass the turn. We can't play other stuff on this next turn. Only creatures, which hopefully we can find red mana for HAKTOS. Heliod is also a creature, so it does count as being able to play it, even though it'll come in as an enchantment, so that's pretty nice. Ooh. Nice, okay. Dude, they got some solid stuff. Plague Crafters are going to be coming back as well, which means that HAKTOS isn't really safe. So I think I'm just going to go play Heliod out, because they can just play Crafter, kill our HAKTOS. Yeah, so let's just play Heliod. It will be protected because this doesn't kill a creature if we don't have one. It's not a creature yet, so sweet. Most excellent. It does get a counter, so maybe, oh, Knight of Autumn doesn't kill it either. Maybe like Vampire? Okay, Glowspore Shaman, interesting. Digging for more stuff into the graveyard. I guess if they can hit better stuff for Elspeth, Conqueror's Death, that's good. Sorin. Okay, okay. And we can take control of this after this next turn. Actually, wait, it's still expensive through the next turn as well, because they had 2 of them. Right. Hopefully we can get to ours before long. Okay, Knight of Autumn. Can't destroy that. But they have a 2-drop and a 3-drop. We'll see what HAKTOS hits and then steal whatever can kill it, basically. Yeah, I can't really play anything else. Do I want to be able to get in hastily with this and play Perforos first? I think having it as a blocker might be pretty good. 2. All right, so can't block Rose Spore Shaman. Pass the turn. Our Castle Ardenvale is also turned on.
I'll taste your neck. You'll taste.
Let's see if they remember how this works. I have seen a lot of people swing into a HAKTOS. I'm sure it's only for the first couple weeks of this being out, but oh, Playcrafter comes out. No.
Embrace
Nice.
the bloodlust.
Sorin is good. Yeah, this is looking like a sweet deck. I really like it. Elspeth should be able to help out here a bit. Maybe not. I mean, we're pretty close to just dead. The Akroan War would have helped if these guys weren't tapping down. Grab a mountain. Down to 7. We can give something lifelink as well. Board wipe would be best. We really need board wipes. Board wipes would be great. Murder Strider actually not terrible here. Because it does actually block enough to matter. Everything else kills us except stealing that, I believe. Elspeth, yeah, it still kills us, so we barely gain enough life. We'll go down to 1, and then this will kill us. Right. Alright, so they do have us here. They hit us down to 1. We'll gain 2 life. Go down to 1, and then this will kill us for the extra damage. We'll go ahead and let them gain lifelink there. All right. Might as well win in a fun way. Or lose in a fun way. Good game. No blocks. I guess technically you should wait and see if the opponent will actually do it. That is the smarter way to play, but I don't think we had a way of coming back regardless. So that's fine. Here we go to the next one. All right, up against Rumblebee. Bring it on, Rumblebee. Let's do this madness. We have Shadow the Sky and an Indestructible guy, so I definitely like this. We are on the play as well. I forgot to actually check. Ooh, you know, I don't think we need land right now. I'd rather draw into it naturally. We already have everything we need for our hand. We'll get out actually Fabled Passage next turn since we don't have a 2-drop. Or that. That's better. Yeah. Yep. That's really good. It is a little bit difficult for this deck to actually turn on Heliod. We don't have a ton of permanents. Because we're trying to go for... We basically have to have HAKTOS out in order to turn stuff on. Gideon Blackblade helps get closer, but it's not quite there. All right, Annex come out. This is... I love how this is an aggressive card and still a great blocker. And if it trades off with something, you still get value out of it. So it's really... I'm really, really impressed with Annex. All right, let's hope they don't have another one of those. Swings in with everything. I feel like there's got to be a shock here. I'd rather not kill something. These guys do more damage anyway right now. Rimrock Knight, okay. So the right play, lose a guy. These guys unfortunately do not block. I think I'm going to try to be a bit greedy here. Does Gideon just die is the question. I think I'm going to try to hold up the Shadow of the Sky. And maybe playing Gideon just as, like, to get out of the way might not be bad. Heliod can also just start gaining us life. Let's get out Gideon. I think it's the best play. We can also make this guy gain some life for us.
Your light will cleave the darkness.
Pass the turn. There's a very good chance they'll be able to do enough damage. Yeah, they already have enough damage to kill Gideon now. Tis annoying. All of the damages.
Good hit.
Giant Killer is pretty nice here as well. I'm probably going to be going for the Shadow the Sky though soon, so let's just do this. Let's Heliod. Just give this guy lifelink. You know, make him bigger. As long as he keeps getting bigger and keeps getting lifelink, we can also just win that way if we have enough. We can race a little bit. All right, swing in. Give him a counter. He's getting bigger and he's gaining more life. He can't block, but he can race, and that's what matters. And once they play enough stuff, we'll hopefully be able to just board wipe. Robber the Rich is annoying. Rimrock Knight. So they have fewer cards now. They should have done it on the Robber of the Rich. That's kind of weird that they did there because they missed the trigger with the Cavalcade because of it. Stomp Robber. Let's bring out... We may just be able to stabilize here, honestly. Giant Killer. Give this lifelink. Swing in. Make Giant Killer a little bit bigger as a blocker. Okay, now we're going to have to go for a board wipe. Actually, I guess Elspeth kills that as well, huh? Alright, Elspeth conquers death. Get rid of that. They can't do shocks or anything on the next turn. Swing in here, since it can't block anyway. And I think that we're stabilizing. And we didn't even... Well, we have a board wipe, but we're not even using it. This is... feeling pretty good. He goes for the attack. A lot of damage here. This is annoying. Down to 8. Let's kill Scorch Spitter. It at least trades off against pretty much anything. Yeah. I think we're gonna have to gain life to not be dead, right? So I can play Bone Crusher Giant out. I can make him a lifelinker as well. Okay, Bone Crusher Giant. Give this guy lifelink. I think going to 6. If they have a way to kill Bone Crusher Giant, we're dead. Which maybe we just need to give him a counter to be a bit more protected. If they find a mountain, they also have Castle Embereth here, which I believe doesn't quite kill us. Bone Crusher Giant K. Okay, I think what we're gonna do is just gain a bunch of life and then Shatter the Sky. Ooh, Annex as well. Bring back Gideon. Maybe we don't need to here. Give him a counter or loyalty. That's actually an interesting choice. Let's give him loyalty. All right, Indestructible. Let's Shatter the Sky, draw a couple cards, wipe their board. Dude, this is turning out so well. All right, sweet. Yeah, play that. Give you lifelink. Swing in. Doing this instead of playing Annex just because life gain is really important right now. Let's just get this guy big. If he can keep gaining life, that's pretty good for us. Chandra. Chandra is annoying.
Hey, don't start any fires without me. Hey, these little guys are great.
We have lethal next turn. Opponent swings in. They don't have a blocker, so they're just pinging in for damage. So that's fine. All right, and we'll just go to combat. I don't want to have to make them wait any longer. Down to -3. It probably would be better to be safer with that, but with 1 mana, there's no way they can really do anything. So there we go. What a sweet game, and ranking up. Very nice. All right, up against our Tranquilla. And we're going first. I have the Bone Crusher Giants on turn 2, which we have mana for. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this. We don't have guaranteed land 3, but we have a pretty sweet hand, so we're going to keep it. I guess, yeah, okay, why not? I already clicked on it. Might as well just go grab it. I don't like showing our colors right away, just in case it changes the turn 1 play. It usually doesn't, though. Gutter Bones. Bones. That's from Treasure Planet. Bones? Bone? Can't say as I heard of them. Alright, Priests of the Forgotten Gods. Let's go ahead and actually kill Gutterbones now, kill Priest on our turn. We would really have liked to have a land there. Maybe I could have killed her a little bit earlier, but that's fine. Or a little bit later. Mayhem Devil, okay. That's not a land. That is not a land. We have, I think, 25 lands in the deck. I added an extra because I knew we were going to need it for this deck. And we should not be drawing only 2 lands. Down to 19. We do get to steal the Midnight Reaper, which is pretty sweet, unless they find a oven. Well, we're finding the things that we need, except for the land. Priests of Forgotten Gods, yep. Can they kill us in a turn or 2? They may be able to. We have the Bone Crusher Giants to come out as blockers to protect us a bit. Reveler comes out. Yeah, they're just loading, filling the board right now, swinging in. I don't think we can stop this. Okay, Bone Crusher Giant just as a blocker. We have to be able to block something here. They can do 2 points of damage. Get in for 6. Yeah, they already have us. And they claim the Firstborn. Alright. Good game. Yeah, that's about as bad as it gets for this deck. Oh, that's rough. I mean, not much you can do when you draw no lands against a very aggressive deck. Alright, up against Sakra. Bring on Sakra. And we don't have red mana, but we have Shadow this guy. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this. We have double board wipe, which is really good against some decks, and it's going to be really sad against others. But either way, Heliod's not bad. Even with just creating tokens, those tokens can get big fairly quick if we have an empty board. So we have a game plan that is still able to win games. Play the Plains, pass the turn. And of course, we're up against Control. I don't think anyone's really playing blue that's aggro yet. I think there are some fun decks you could play that way, but I don't know them yet. There's also, okay, so Esper Hero. All right, so board wipe is not bad here. Bring out the Heliod. Pass the turn. We're looking like a mono white deck to them right now, so they may be expecting a lot more like cheap creatures. Thought Erasure. Okay, now they're not expecting that. Probably, I don't know what they take here. Maybe Shatters the Sky, because it's a quick board wipe. They can maybe just hope we don't hit lands and kill us. Bone Crusher Giant. I mean, I'm fine taking the Akroan War. That would be sweet. Well, we're just not going to draw lands again. We really should be drawing a lot more lands than this. Yeah, Resolve. Iliad's Intervention could be good. It doesn't exile enchantments, unfortunately. But I'm guessing they're going to be playing lots of Omens. Well, maybe not. Not with Heroes. Honestly, it may be Shadows of the Sky. Yeah, Shadows of the Sky or Akroan War. Realmcloak Giant, they're probably just hoping we don't hit lands for a few turns. Get enough damage. Oh my goodness. Nice. They had Hero and then triple Thought Erasure. That is brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. Tybalt isn't terrible for us either. It is a way that we can maybe trade off with Hero. They'd have to attack. But we can at least kill like 2 tokens. Okay, Akroan War goes away. It is pretty good. It means they can't really attack in as well on that turn. Otherwise, it's board wipe to them. Down to 15. Pass to my turn. Land. Well, Banishing Light's at least something. Get rid of Hero. Still has a 5-turn clock. Not super fast, but that's with just what's on the board. All right, down to 12. There we go. Yeah, gonna pay for it. Tybalt. See if they have a counter. They do not. Most excellent. All right, pass the turn. We again can give this guy lifelink to get him bigger as well. If they do swing in. I think they're debating here. Swings at Tybalt, okay. We'd probably be pretty fine with that. They bring him down to where he can't do anything else. But we get to kill 2 guys here.
Let's dance.
Stopping them from gaining life is very, very nice. Oh, this almost turns him on. Almost turns me on a little. Oh.
Together we can banish.
All right, tick
from
up.
this flame.
Smith 0, pass the turn.
Prepare for battle.
This is the one issue with our deck, is that we can put out a lot of stuff that doesn't really do anything. Like Heliod is a little bit hard to get turned. We still haven't even seen a HAKTOS yet, which is really annoying, actually. Okay, Realmcloak Giant is what we're hoping for. There we go. Alright, board wipe, get rid of that Thief of Sanity as fast as humanly possible. This will start being able to remove some stuff, and it's a clock. Pass the turn, and suddenly we're kind of on top, but they have 5 cards in hand, so we'll see. We can gain lots of life. We can gain 6... Never mind. Nice. That's all 4 Thought Erasures. I mean, they haven't had a ton of others. Well, they've actually had just about everything you could ever hope for. All right, do I just gain life, or do I bring out HAKTOS? I bring out HAKTOS, right? Because then I can swing it with Heliod, too. Yeah, that's what we do. Give him lifelink.
I believe in you.
Swing on in. That's a very fast clock now, and they're going to have a 3-drop to fix this guy. Which, actually, I can trigger HAKTOS. So, target HAKTOS because Heliod, he's on 3. That's right. Okay, Teferi can also hit HAKTOS, but that's not enough. You still have to finish, you have to get rid of Gideon as well.
Trust me, I have
Get rid of Heliod. Interesting. Tick up. Yeah, pass the turn. All right. Opponent does scoop it up. I wasn't sure if they had an answer or they were just letting us swing in. It's sometimes hard to tell. It's like, okay, I should have swing in, but there's some things you should do to be safe as well. And it seems rude to some people to keep doing stuff, but it depends on if it's win more, if it's like, okay, sun protection here. All right, here we go again. All right, up against Agent Elrond. Bring it on, Agent Elrond. Which is like Agent Smith, but Lord Elrond. I gotcha. Oh man, we can't really keep this, can we? We have 3 lands, which is nice, but unless we hit our second planes, this is pretty bad. So mulligan everything there, costs 2 white. This is better. We can keep this, dropping Elspeth Conquers Death, I guess. Yeah, I'd rather be a little bit safer with this hand. This is really good removal. And if we didn't have to mulligan, it'd be beautiful. So keep 6. Drop that. Go scrying. Do I just want more lands? I guess not. Put it to the bottom. I mean, we want more lands, but the goal is to try to find action and lands along the way. I'd rather kind of pick good stuff. There we go. That's what we want. Castle Ardmel, pass the turn. Up against Gruul. Oh, now it's Jund. Jund is interesting. Gideon comes pretty close to just dying. Let's actually just Banishing Light that. We can get out HAKTOS on the next turn, which should be pretty powerful. Pretty fast clock. We also get Gideon on the next turn to just give him indestructible if it is on 3, I guess. That is one thing. It has to be on 3 for Gideon to target it. I always forget the rules of the game myself, you know, so it's okay. It's always interesting when people are like, dude, read your card. It's like, if ever I'm just talking about the card as I'm going, yeah, if I forget about it sometimes, that's just how it goes. All right, not on 3, I guess, because, all right, it's on 3, which means they can block, or these guys can at least trade off, and that's not terrible for us. I can bring out a bunch of just chump blockers later as well. And just give him lifelink. So I don't think we actually trade off. We let them swing in, which they may be more willing to here. Rotting Reggie, huh? What you gonna discard? Skargan Hellkite. Interesting. Swings in. Yeah, we will say no blocks. We're really hoping they don't have a good 3-drop here. But if we can get in and give him lifelink... Oh. Yeah, that's bad. Do we want to let them draw cards here? We need to Shatters the Sky, and we have to attack. So swing in. I think I'd rather them not draw a card. Or they'll draw 1 still. All right, so they go ahead and trade off. This way we can play Tibble and bring out a blocker instead of Shatters the Sky, and maybe just like kind of ping in. They just let it through. Okay, if they let it through, then we need to Shatters the Sky. It's just too much. They draw 2 cards, but we draw 1 as well. All right, pass the turn. Help Collector, okay. We do have more board wipes in the deck, and hopefully they start coming around. That would be pretty good. Bone Crusher Giant just plays it straight out. Our life total really is in danger here, so let's go ahead and Tibalt. We do have this to gain some life as well. I always forget about that side of it because I'm so focused on the other side. Pass the turn. Swings in with both. Let's hope they don't have a way of flashing something out here. We can at least kill the Pelt Collector. We have Ember Cleave. Eee, that's rough. This is instant speed. Okay. Okay, don't target Bone Crusher Giant. That will do more damage to us. Alright. Down to 11. We're going down really low. Down to 4. Past the my turn. Man. Shatter the Sky. There we go. Okay, Shatters the Sky. We get to draw a card. That is annoying. Giving them more card draw is really bad. If they have land and like
My assistants are painfully slow.
what's his bucket? Gruul Spellbreaker, we're dead. There's land. Gruul Spellbreaker seems pretty good in this deck, so it's very possible they have it. That is a lot of 3-drops, though. Oh. Yeah, that's also game. Dang it! Oh, man. That's really annoying. Alright, well... That's too bad. Alright, so there you guys have it with HAKTOS Midrange. Unfortunately, I'm not able to do any more games here today. I got 5 in. We won 2, lost 3, which is a lot worse than what I was doing in my normal free play. But the games I lost, I've been running into those same type of issues. So if you guys have any ideas of how to fix it, which I think we just need a better early game. It could also be just getting like Birth of Meletis in here as well, which could be pretty good. So search your library for a basic plains card so that we can get some ramp, have a little bit more protection. Gaining the life is not bad at all, especially if we have Heliod. Maybe we can make it like a 1/5 at least as a better blocker. So there are some things we can do to maybe get a little bit better early game stuff. Also maybe like Omens, the red and white Omen might not be bad as well, just to gain some extra life, put some other blockers on the battlefield, or just early game removal. Because 2 damage does do quite a bit here in the format still. I just don't know what to take out for it. So anyway, leave down in the comments below what your guys' thoughts are. Thank you again to Raid Shadow Legends for bringing you guys this video, for sponsoring me here today. And yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much. Have a good one. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Bye-bye.